I think the best thing about the Duke of Ed program for the students is getting outside their comfort zone, just doing things that they never thought that they would do and never envisaged them doing. So then they've come back and go, hey, I can do that.
We've had a really diverse group over the past 2 years. There's been a lot of kids who are, quite confident, enjoy leading and things like that, and also kids who are a bit more reserved. Just putting us all together and helping us grow as leaders for anyone is really beneficial.
They can experience the natural wonder of the world around them, and they're also supported to reach out into their local communities in ways that they wouldn't perhaps otherwise, to volunteer their time, to learn a new skill. And all of those different things create different connections for our young people. And we know the more connected our students are in the real world, the better the outcomes are for them in terms of engagement of school, well-being, lifelong learning.
I'm definitely more independent. I'm able to perform tasks on my own a lot better. I think that's good as I'm getting into senior school. There is support from our school, but it is starting to get into where we have to self-motivate. And it's a good skill to have to, for life, to just be less reliant on people and more reliant on myself and my own abilities.
So some of the students who previously were not as confident and quite softly spoken have really kind of come out of their shell and taken on the challenges that the Duke of Ed has allowed them to tackle.
I just want to read what they want to get out of it. So if they've really said, I just want to change, I want to improve my self-esteem, and I work with the year coordinators and they sort of pick out, this would really work for this young person because they just need some support. They need someone to believe in them. So I just want those students that always do the right thing, but just aren't behind everybody else. Just to go, here, this is going to be something for you.
I think one of the main things that Miss Kay mentioned on our way back from the second adventurous camp, she was like, all right, guys, we all know this is going to be a big hike, there's not much we can do, all right? You're just going to have to push through it. Bad things won't last forever. I remember that, and I think towards my exam times when I've got heaps of assignments and exams, I remember that. Bad things won't last forever, so I try and make the most of it while I can.
We talk about them putting that into other areas of their life. And so you remember you thought you couldn't do this and you did. So next time you find yourself challenged with something, remember how you thought you couldn't and you did? Same with this.
Seeing those students that previously may have not experienced success in different contexts kind of rise to different challenges and have new experiences has been definitely a highlight of the program. Initially, we started with funding that we had, discretionary funding in our middle school budget. But since then, we've applied with the department for additional funding to support the program, and that has been a super help. You can put in for the funding and describe how you're targeting at-risk students, but you can also put in for funding and just say, look, this is the program and we want to build it. So it's quite open in terms of criteria for the funding.
So the bronze award is 1 QCE point. If you complete the silver, you get 2, and then if you complete the gold, you'll get 4 in total.
I think just growing as a person, and I love group work, activity, I love people, but I think Duke of Ed has helped, you're on your own a bit. You gotta just be more independent, don't rely so much on other people.
I would get someone in that's done it before. These year 9s are coming back from camp going, that was the best thing I've ever done. So that in turn is going to help the program grow because the younger years will hear about it. It's just establishing knowledge first and foremost and some excitement about the program.
We're very deliberate about the scale of what we wanted to start with. We wanted to make sure that this program was successful from the beginning so that we could leverage from that success and build the program, and that's essentially what we've done. So we started with, just the bronze. Now we're moving to the silver, and we've got kids and staff excited about where that might go to next, looking at gold as that next step and bringing in more students. The demand for the program has really lifted as a result of the initial success. You need to find the right staff who have actual passion for the program, and you need to make sure that you are advocating for the program with other leaders in the school so that there's an understanding that the Duke of Ed program is an important part of the school culture, and it's something that is going to provide wonderful outcomes for young people.
Want to know more about the Duke of Ed Award? Scan the QR code on screen to take the first step in making a difference in the lives of your students.